What's up, Aries? Welcome to Spread Space. My name is ClairV, and we're gonna get to shuffling. I'm using both my decks put together, the Wizard and the Witch's Tarot. And we have your spread. Let's see what came up for you, Aries. Wow, beautiful cards. We have this Ace of Cups right here in the center. I did yours the same day I did Libras. They also had the Temperance, but they had this Temperance from the regular tarot. Now this Temperance needs to find peace in the truth. It's like possibly from this man. There is a King of Wands, but I see like a choice of like between good and evil, or truth and a lie. It's like being impeccable with your words, Aries. We have this King of Wands because it's like you go from the Fool to the King, but it's like you're going backwards because there has to be a separation. Like, in order to find this, you have this something hidden, right? But it involves you like jumping into the unknown and making this emotional decision that has to do with the separation, because there's new love. Perhaps it's coming from this peaceful, loving, when you're in solitude, when you're alone. It's like that's why there has to be a separation, because this love isn't gonna, this is an opportunity that you don't have to take, but it's a very good emotional opportunity that you should take, because it'll lead to your future goals. I see what you want for the future. This will also untie you from the ropes that bind you. Perhaps you need to protect your money or your valuables, or maybe you're making a doghouse. I see green aventurine might help you. What's green aventurine for? That's for travel. That's good for travel. And green is also good for the heart chakra. And being said, this is the Ace of Cups. It is a very emotional situation that's got your thoughts binded. And it's like you have to communicate these thoughts, and you have to communicate honestly, and combine these thoughts with what's really happening with what you really want in order to get where you have to get. I hope you understand that, Aries. My fellow Arians, I am a Taurus Aries cusp, so I got that fire too. So yeah, there's on the bottom of the deck you receive the Ace of Swords in reverse. So it's like something's on hold. Perhaps these thoughts are keeping you at bay, because the swords in this deck are fire. So this is like your passion, your dream. It's like it's all on hold. But it's like the seeds are already planted. So I don't know if it's like a frost over, but there's something hidden. and you have to use your intuition. It's like you have to decode something in order. It's like you have the missing piece of the puzzle, Aries. I see like this puzzle, and it's not going to be complete unless you like put that last piece in. This has to do with the choices you make, and it has to do with the separation. Like, you have help. Even though you're alone, you're not really alone. Libra just talked about this, how we're never really alone. So there should be no fear in that. You have to make this choice, and it's like, has to do with the subconscious. So perhaps we're failing to, or we don't want to move on, or we don't want to make this decision. It's like possibly there's an interference, and it could be like you want to take on this Queen of Swords energy. I see that a lot with the Page. It's like you want to go from the Page to the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords always speaks the truth. She's blunt, she's honest, she's straight to the point. Yeah, she's been through a lot. Usually she's widowed, divorced, she's alone, and she's content like that. And she wears her heart on her sleeve still. Like, she is so she finds gains in her losses and strengths in her weaknesses. So it's like you want to be on guard. You want to protect your light, Aries. It's like you're missing something, and it's perhaps your intuition, or you're failing to listen to your help. Like, someone is trying to give you advice, to give you help, like, hey, and you're not listening to it. Perhaps you're being foolish by not listening to this advice that somebody has for you, or maybe failing to listen to yourself, Aries. Now, you know that if anything you can trust the spirit, and you can trust in yourself. So when it comes to these losses and to this like broken heart, and even I see even the loss of yourself, it's like you want to get drunk in soberness. I don't know what that means, but it's like you want to be happy in the joy, or find happiness in joy, or find joy. Like, fake it till you make it, almost. It's like once you tell yourself, oh, I have this, I like, almost in a sense like I did. I was trying to gain weight, and every time I looked in the mirror, I'm like, oh, I'm so skinny. I'm so skinny. So you know why? I stay so skinny. But I was like, I'm going to try something. So I tried this. I tried looking in the mirror, and every time I looked in the mirror, I'm like, oh, I'm gaining weight. I'm gaining weight. And after a week of telling myself I was gaining weight, I gained 4 pounds. And 4 pounds is a lot for me. So, like, maybe you have to, like, fake it till you make it, and tell yourself something until you believe it. It's like you have these false beliefs that Virgo spoke about that. If you want to, and Virgo also spoke a lot about you in their reading. It came up a lot. So y'all are connected in some way. After all, they are your opposite. It's like you have a lot to be grateful for, Aries. You are full of this knowledge, or this abundance. You are rich in abundance, whether it's friendship, whether it's your protection from God, your inner strength. You have this fire, and you have so many things to be grateful for, Aries. So count your blessings, and don't be so foolish when it comes to making the decision, when it comes to your emotions. You want to be still and calm so that way. And remember everything in moderation. The temperance is like a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And it's not always balanced like, oh, this is an equal amount of this. It's balanced like I can have this with a little bit of that. It's like everything in moderation. So don't be so technical on like, oh, this is the same and this is the same. Like, if this feels the same and this feels the same, even though this is 10 times bigger, it's the same. Something about that. I don't know. Let me know if this resonates somehow to you, Aries. But yes, I see you walking away from an emotional situation that no longer serves you. And that's great because you're kind of sort of binded here at a loss and you're not using your intuition. So hopefully this kick in the emotions will help you kick in your intuition. Possibly. Let me know how this resonated with you. Take a look at my new this and that and let me know what you think. They're getting better. I'm still new at this, so perhaps you're newly you set off on a new journey and you're new too, like everyone. Like, you got to start somewhere. So it's like, make sure you start off with confidence, and even if you have to tell yourself lies in the mirror, it's like, if you tell yourself that, as long as it's positive, it'll be good in the long run. It'll turn to the truth in the long run. Like what I was saying about me gaining weight. Even though I was telling myself a lie, I was actually telling myself that truth, so that way, that lie, so it became the truth. So it's not like I was lying to myself. I was telling myself the truth. I just didn't even know it yet. So tell yourself truths you don't even know yet. What truths are you going to tell yourself that aren't really true yet? So yeah, how can I say that? Turn your truths into, turn what's not into the truth, or turn what's not in. I don't know. Help me think of a title. Write some comments. I don't get no comments. 1414. Aries, before we bring this to a close, I picked this card for you. I am who I want to be. I am who I want to be. What do you got to do, or what do you got to believe to know you are who you want to be? And it starts with a want. So yeah, write this down and think it all the time, because you are who you want to be. If not, change your wants and you can be who you want to be. You have the fire in you, Aries. Love ya. Yeah, write me some comments. Let me know how this resonated with you. I want to hear from you, Aries. And yeah, thank you for being here. I hope this was helpful to you in some way. Love you.